Hundreds of people are here at the Nelson Mandela Gardens to mark the 2023 Nelson Mandela Day. It is a date set aside by the United Nations to celebrate the iconic anti-apartheid leader Nelson Mandela. Guest speaker, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka urges Nigerians to live like the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, who sacrificed for his people.
What we must do is live Nelson Mandela as best and as much and as sincerely as we can. We have many Nelson Mandelas among us. Please, don't be deceived. He was an avatar. He stood out. The time, the condition of the world, his own spirit, everything combined to produce that, I call him an avatar, that avatar that we call Nelson Mandela. But among these children there are several Nelson Mandela.
Founder of Nelson Mandela Gardens, Dr. Newton Jibono, who worked closely with Nelson Mandela, says he fought for freedom throughout his life.
And at the time he was living, I always want to remember the statement he made to his colleagues in the cabinet. He said to them, "Don't call me, I will call you." And that was how Nelson Mandela retired to his home.
Nelson Mandela, 1819 to 2013, was a renowned anti-apartheid revolutionary, political leader, and a philanthropist from South Africa. He played a pivotal role in dismantling the racial segregation system and promoting equality in the country.
They are placing resources at our disposal for us to win this fight. I explained to Mr. Sigmund that we identify with the PLO because just like ourselves, they are fighting for the right of self-determination.
At the occasion, a statue was unveiled of the iconic leader to honor him. And trees were also planted to help save the planet. Mini Osaji, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Delta State, says Mandela, as an international peacemaker, was a role model worldwide. Also adding that aside from planting trees, there is a need to improve the environment by reducing fuel consumption, carbon emission, and others.
Reducing consumption of electricity. Whatever you can do to reduce the cost of electricity will ultimately reduce your carbon emission from electricity.
Nelson Mandela passed away on December the 5th, 2013. His life story continues to inspire people around the globe, reminding us of the power of perseverance, forgiveness, and the pursuit of justice.
Well, it's what we've been struggling against for centuries. I'm talking about the slave trade, for instance. I'm talking about colonialism, the imperialism, the division of African continent, subjugation under foreign rule. If there are any people in the world that should understand the value and the intrinsic attribute of freedom, it's us on the African continent.
It is the day set aside by UN to commemorate his legacy, to use that opportunity to sensitize the people about being like a Mandela or moving like a Mandela, in remembering what that convention stated, that if a very small percentage of the world will be like Mandela, that the world will be a better place.
Jemima Boloko, Arise News, Delta.